Hi guys, my name is John. This is my very first video on YouTube in English, and I don't even know if the title of the video is right because it's been a while without talking in English. But I was today watching this video of this girl who was talking about her dreams, and I was like, okay, I really had a dream of making videos in English on YouTube, and I was stopped. I don't know why. I bought the camera, I bought the computer, but we were in the middle of the pandemic and it was very bad. And also, as Brazilian, we are very ashamed sometimes of talking English, so I just wanted to have a start. So I just turned the camera on and start to talk in English. I really wish this video ends good. So I'm gonna talk about a little bit of myself, about myself. Um, I consider myself a writer, but I'm not usually writing down because of this fucking pandemic. It's very bad. Every time I try to write, I have this like blocking on my mind, and I can't write. And I think like I'm a writer who does not write, and it's kind of funny for me, but actually it goes sometimes as anxiety because I really want to be a writer. Like my favorite author is Stephen King, and he's like a real inspiration for me because when I read his books, I really feel comfortable with the writing. He's very creative, and I also like his history. Please, guys, type it down because I don't remember now the difference. But okay, I really like his history, his life history, because it's like he was very poor, but he had a rich mind, which is better, far better than having money. Because if you're a writer but you cannot be creative, you're not a writer. You're just a person who writes something. But you know, it's very important to have ideas and to know how to construct this. But I'm not promising you that I will give you tips or those kind of things. I'm just talking. I really need to talk to someone or to a prop. In this example, for example, it's a camera of my smartphone. I need to pull it out. You'll be my therapist, maybe. I want this blocking to go out. You're not welcome anymore, blocking. Go out. Let me write. I really like writing. This is like my real passion. This is like my life. And I want writing to come back to me. You are welcome. You writing are welcome. Not the blocking time, okay? Not the blocking on my mind. So I'm talking about a little bit of me. When I was a child, I was a very different child. I used to be sad and with a lot of toys around me and start to make like stories. And I remember that I really liked to have a farm. I was like addicted to farm toys. I was like, I had horses, I had pigs, I had farmers, and I remember it now. It's very funny because I don't know why I had this passion, but I was like every time my mom was getting out, I was telling her, please bring me toys, bring me farm toys, and she was very very glad to came back with those. And it was very good because I was like construction, building. I was organizing my farming, and I was very proud of myself when I was a child because of this. But why I'm telling this, I was very creative. I always remember me being creative, and I remember that when the other children were were playing with me. I was like, okay, you guys can play, but by my rules. But sometimes I was like, tell something that I will answer in this way. In this way, I don't know. I was kind of bad to the other children because I was like telling them what they should do. But it was okay. I liked it. So I've been growing, and I remember that in my age of being a teenager, it was kind of complicated. I guess for all of us, it's complicated. But I was like isolated. I wasn't was a beautiful, handsome teenager. So while guys and girls were rolling up or dating, were having uh, things that is more advanced, was reading. Yes, it is my life story of this term of my life. I was reading, and I won't lie, it was very interesting for me because I guess um I guess the literature really opened my mind. I was very obsessed to read. I was reading a lot. I remember I was like day and night reading, and I also need to use glasses today because at this time I was reading like all day long. And so I started to have some ideas of writing texts, essays, and it wasn't enough. I was like, okay, I can write this story, but it's not enough. It goes more and more and more, and so I was okay. I write a book, and so I will talk a little bit about this story that I wrote. It was about a princess that were called Moon, Lua in Portuguese. In Portuguese, so she was like, and she felt in love for the other guy who was called Sun. In the name of the book in English would be the moon is not the center of the universe because she was so spoiled by the royalness because she was very rich, she had everything that she wants, and then she wanted the sun. So she was like a rich prince would who would take everything that she wanted. And then the third person appeared in the history, the Earth. So we had this triangle, and those drama between them because Earth was poor and Moon was rich, and they had this conflicted, and a lot of things happened in the history. But it was very creative. Even today, I think about this history and I think, okay, it was very interesting because I was a teenager, and at that time, I remember my friends were talking about kissing and having sex, or getting drunk, and I was like thinking about the universe, and I really wrote down our universe. That's one of my favorite stories because I took about 4 years to finish this, and when I read, even today, when I read it, I can feel my progress on writing. So when I started, I can feel that. At the beginning, I was like kind of bad to write the scenes or to talk about the characters. But today, but in the end of the story, it was very open. It was like when I start to read it, I dive in the story, and that was my very first story in literature, and it has about 500 pages, so that's a lot. It's almost I don't know, the Chronicles of Narnia. No, I guess it's not that long. Okay, so after that I was very like, okay, I find my purpose. Oh, I'll be a writer, and that's fucked up, man. Why life so hard? Because I really like writing, but it is very hard to be a writer. It's very hard to be a writer today. I don't know why. I don't know if the problem is with me. Please be my therapist. I don't know if the problem is with me. And I'm not talking about being a writer, sit down and write down. No, it's not about that. It's like, I really know that I can create very good stories, but my brain is full of work. My brain is thinking about, okay, I have to pay that bill. Okay, I have to clean the house. Okay, I have to keep working, because if I don't, I will be on the street. For example, I won't pay the rent, and for example, I want to take a master in writing, but I do not have enough money. So in order to study writing, I need to stop writing, and sometimes it's so overwhelming. It's very overwhelming because I keep fighting with writing. That's my dream, but I cannot enjoy it, and that's very complicated. So because of this, guys, I needed to start this YouTube channel to put it out. I don't know if someone will watch this video, but I'm talking. I need to put it out, and maybe you think, okay, but why don't you write instead of making a video? That's because I'm blocking. I'm blocked. Uh, I'm in the vortex. Maybe that's the word. So, as I said before, this will not be about writing. This will, this will be about not writing. Okay? So, once more, he's John from Brazil. Thanks for watching. If you are watching, if you are not watching, thanks anyway, and see you next time.